bad guys where they shoot him. And he's like, oh my god, I'm bulletproof. You're dead now. And he just throws him out the window. It's like, yes, this is what a superhero should be like when they find out their first powers. It's not like, like in superhero movies where they do the whole, I've got powers now, I will go off and fight justice and da-da-da-da. And they're straight away, they already know how to work their powers.
Yeah.
Or with Shazam, it's basically that he's running, he's trying to fly and he falls. He doesn't know his powers. And then he kind of knows him. He's like, right, exciting times, let's go mess around with them. That's what I really like.
Yeah, like he's an absolute screw up.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing where they go to like a property place and they're like, yeah, we want to open up a lair. So maybe something,
and the woman's looking, going,
something on a cliff with like waves crashing.
Yeah, we need this. And they look at her and say like, what? Like, what's going on?
Have you seen the meme that's come out of this trailer already?
There's a meme?
Do you know the bit where the boy, like, because obviously the boy says Shazam and he becomes the big adult superhero.
Yes.
There's a bit where he jumps off the building and goes Shazam and lightning hits him. And he becomes Shazam and flies off.
Oh, yeah.
Someone made a meme of that.
Okay.
Where you see the lightning hitting the boy from a distance and it zooms into it and every picture zooms closer and closer until you see a little mini Thor riding the lightning, smacking him in the chest with a hammer.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And the little boy goes, you should have aimed for the head, Shazam.
That one line he'll never get away.
I thought it was great. Anyway.
The one thing about the bad guy that I was confused about, because it seemed like a really short clip of him punching Shazam.
Yeah.
That's not the bad guy that was in there. This is completely off top. It's Sherlock Holmes. No,
yeah, it's Mark Strong.
Is it?
Yeah, it's him.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
The whole idea behind his character, I forget the name of his character, but in the comic books anyway, from what I've read,
he's not Black Adam. No?
He's not Black Adam. He is responsible for Black Adam.
Oh my God.
So in the comics, when he was a little boy,
yes,
he had the Shazam powers.
Was he like rejected or
like,
something?
The wizard gave him the Shazam powers, but he raised the 7 deadly sins or something like that. And basically the wizard guy was like, ha ha ha, you don't deserve these powers, bye. And took the powers off him. So ever since then, he's been like going around sucking the magic out of other people to create his own powers.
That's pretty cool.
And it's a whole big backstory anyway. I'm not going to bore you with the semantics of it. But basically, the whole reason why he's fighting Shazam in this movie is because he wants the Shazam powers.
Oh my God, this is going to be exciting.
Yeah,
like, see, when I seen that punch, I was like,
yeah,
they're going to go through buildings, they're going to throw things at people.
I don't think they will. There's a shot in the trailer where you see him punch Shazam and you see him fly back toward a building. I think this is their commentary on the controversy that erupted after.
Do you think they're going to stop at the building?
There'll be like a woman, or a man or whatever, like an office worker drinking a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And they'll look out the corner of their eye and go,
"Oh my God!"
And you see him come to the window, and he just stops.
That would be
and
so
he's
cool.
right at the window and goes, "Hi," and like whoever's like, Joe, in my mind, it's a woman, right?
Yes.
Get over it. Stop with all this NPC, SJW nonsense, right? It's 2019. Stop being woke. Go back to sleep. So, and like, she's like, you see her like sitting there with like the coffee cup halfway up to her mouth, and she's like, hi. And then bang, he gets hit and goes flying across, but he doesn't hit
Go through the building, yeah. That would be
I
very
think
cool.
that'll be their little sort of commentary on it.
That'll be cool.
And like, he'll say something like, oh, thank God, I need to get this guy away from the city. He's going to smash the whole place up. Last thing we need to see is more buildings collapse after Metropolis. Am I right?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm so excited for this. I'm really, really excited for this movie.
Hello, this is George Takei, and this is Following the Nerd. Live long and prosper.
Last couple of stories here on followingthenerd.com right now before we sign off for the evening. The US Office folks are bringing us a brand new series called Space Force.
Space Force.
So it seems that based on President Trump's declaration that the USA would be creating a Space Force, it's going to be like Star Wars.
Oh God, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. He took time off from rebooting Ghostbusters with an all-male cast, according to Leslie Jones, to create this Space Force. Netflix has jumped on the name and are bringing us a new comedy series of the same name, created by Steve Carell and Greg Daniels, who brought us the US Office series. The series will also star Steve Carell as well.
Oh, please, yes.
So the teaser, which is on followingthenerd.com right now, the goal of the new branch is to defend satellites from attack and perform other space-related tasks. Or something. This is the story of the men and women who have to figure it out, and that's all we know so far. Space Force, like, see, the thing is, right? I genuinely thought,
are you being scientific now?
For one brief little second of absolute happiness, that this was going to feature Chris Pratt.
Why?
The reason why I say that
I'm
is
curious.
because they put did they post a picture on Instagram or something? Because it was Chris Pratt and there was a couple of other people. I think Steve Carell was there as well. Oh, I think it might have been like a Jimmy Fallon sketch or something.
I think I think that could have been it.
So I'm kind of, it's a bit of cross pollination there. I'm getting the two confused. One with the other with the first. Something like that. I don't know. All right, this is just how I live my life.
That's
broken
good.
and miserable.
It's good that you're honest.
I do try. What do you think?
I'm actually like, and first, like, I love the fact that they have to protect satellites.
Yeah, it sounds really mundane,
do you know
boring tasks.
do you know what I'm getting vibes from? No, I don't. You haven't watched it, but Final Space, I think it's called. But like, it's like silly little things. You know for a fact it's going to mess up. You've one job: look after these satellites. No problem. A couple minutes later, one gets blown up.
Yeah,
like that. We don't need that one. That was an irrelevant one. We don't need that one. We can build another one. Or like an alien invasion, and they don't like isn't like Protocol 1? We have to report this back. I'm too drunk to talk about protocols.
Wild.
Yeah.
We're in space.
Alien spaceships go like, we're invading.
I wonder
this
if they'll have
country.
like a Trump or a Trump-like character.
You know they will.
It'll be good. Well, I wasn't really a big fan of the US version of The Office, but I did love what was originally a spin-off, which is Parks and Recreation.
Yeah,
I love Parks and Recreation. I think it's such a good show. It has Aubrey Plaza in it. It has Chris Pratt in it.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved all the rest of the characters as well, that I'm not going to sit here and name as well, like Rashida Jones and Rob Lowe and everything else. I really loved it. So I don't know. I hope this is more Parks and Recreation than
I'd say they will turn to
I
that.
thought The Office was quite sort of meandering and stuff. Like, I wasn't really a big fan of it. Like, because I loved the UK version with Ricky Gervais. I thought it was brilliant.
I will say one thing. The US one was good, but I think could be better.
So another breaking news: Will Smith is a black man.
Sorry.
Sorry, he's a blue man now.
Oh, yes.
So, you know the way all the Aladdin promo stuff came out, and like Will Smith is a black guy. He doesn't look like the genie from Aladdin at all. So there was a bit of a backlash at that.
Oh, yes.
Because he's not blue.
Yes.
And the genie should be blue. So we've got our first look at a blue Will Smith, thanks to the new promo art, which has come out for the movie. And he's blue in it. So we don't really know what's going on here.
Do you think he wasn't blue and then they went, right, just quick, go back to the movie and change it blue?
Looks like it's been the plan all along.
So
I think whenever he is
But why would they
normal,
put the picture? Why would they put the picture up?
I think whenever he's normal, whenever he's talking to the characters, he
he's
just looks
humanized.
like Will Smith. But whenever he's revealed as the genie or whatever, he's
blue.
a big CGI blue cloud thing. Either way, the movie looks terrible, and I'm not going to go see it.
No. I refuse. No, not first. I just refuse. No.
Disney are at it again with the whole Star Wars shebang. They're releasing a new comic called Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Exciting times.
Disney are capitalizing on the Star Wars venture and bringing us Star Wars Galaxy's Edge based on the soon-to-be opening amusement parks.
Ooh,
So,
happy.
that said, our friend Will Sliney, who is an excellent comic book artist, he's drawing it, so we're definitely going to check this out.
Nice.
Will's a very good friend of ours on the show. We've had him on a couple of times. A new chapter of Star Wars is coming this April. Marvel invites you to join writer Ethan Sachs and artist Will Sliney for the thrilling epic Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the riveting comic adventure tie-in to the themed land. Black Spire Outpost has long been frequented by smugglers, merchants and travellers from every corner of the galaxy looking to make their score on the infamous black market, or experience the exotic thrills only the remote world of Batuu has to offer. It's a place where beings thrive on unique opportunities of the lawless outpost at the edge of space, but the First Order threatens their livelihood. Of course they do. They're the First Order, is what they do.
They're bad people.
So, for me personally, this is a chance to fulfill a lifelong dream that started back when I was 4 years old, watching the opening crawl for the first time at the Astor Plaza in Times Square during the summer of 1977, said Sachs. The new adventure set in the wondrous and dangerous Black Spire Outpost will have profound consequences for the Star Wars universe, and fans will be excited to see this story span throughout the eras and bring together some all-time favourite characters, including Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Yay!
Black Spire Outpost is a place of endless intrigue and adventure, and what's uniquely exciting about the Star Wars universe is that we're able to bring these stories to life across multiple platforms, including comic books, novels, games, and the immersive experiences we're building in our theme parks, said Scott Trowbridge, creative executive for the Star Wars portfolio from Walt Disney Imagineering. Get it? Because it's imaginative and it's engineering and it fused the two together. So clever. Working together with Lucasfilm, we were able to integrate backstories, introduce new characters, as well as reveal previously untold stories about fan favourite characters and their history with the planet Batuu and its colourful inhabitants. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the all-new 14-acre lands, will open at Disneyland Resort in summer 2019 and at Walt Disney World Resort in fall 2019. And don't miss the exhilarating journey into the galaxy as Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Issue 1 blasts into space this April. For more information, visit StarWars.com. So yeah, Will Sliney moving up in the world now, actually working for Disney and making
fair dues.
Star
That's
Wars
really
comic books.
good.
I mean,
the artwork was fantastic. The picture you showed me was really, really nice.
Yeah,
I really like that.
I think that's really lovely. I think it's lovely he's getting a chance to do some of the bigger stuff there and get his name out there. Because he's such a talented guy. And it's great to have one of our own out there, isn't it?
Yes.
He can put the world to rights.
Yeah.
In ways that we could only dream
In
of.
fairness, I want to really see what way he draws Han and Chewie.
Yeah, well, as long as they don't look how they looked in the Star Wars Holiday Special, we're
No.
It'll be great. I think that'll just about do it for all the stories here on followingnerd.com this week.
Oh.
I think that's it. I think that's just done. There's a couple of TV reviews that are online now. All the usual meandering nonsense like The Flash, Black Lightning, and all that sort of stuff. That's online right now. I'll tell you what, we'll end with this story because this has been melting my brain for the past decade almost now. The Highlander franchise.
Uh-huh.
So the latest person to try and take a wee stab at this is the John Wick director Chad Stahelski. He's been talking about his plans for the Highlander franchise. So we've been hearing for what seems like forever that Highlander is set for a full reboot, but so far we've not seen anything concrete, which is fine by us. The original franchise had several movies, TV series, an animated show, so there's plenty already revealed in the mythology and it doesn't really need expanded anymore. I agree. I think everything after the first movie was pants.
Yeah, you just stopped
I love
at
the
that.
first movie because the first, have you seen the first Highlander?
I believe so.
For me, it's up there with the original Terminator movie. It's this really great, gritty 80s fantasy action movie. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And of course, it's got Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah.
Doing his worst impression as I think he's supposed to be like from Italy or something.
Yeah,
and
I think it
sounds
was.
like he's from the Mirrors of Scotland. You know? Like, he may as well show up going like, "Ollie, there, how you doing, Colin McLeod? Hey, I'm from Italy. Bonjour." But anyway, on the sunny side of the street, John Wick director Chad Stahelski is the man apparently behind the new franchise, and it gives us some hope. As for what the plan is, well, he had this to say: Highlander is an interesting property. It's through Lionsgate as well and Neil Moritz. We're trying to get it done. Anyone who knows anything about the property knows it has a lot of meat to it. It's a good property. It's got a lot of potential. We're just trying to figure out the best way not to mess it up. He also understands that having a movie with there can only be one line won't make any sense when it comes to a sequel, so which it didn't. Did you see Highlander 2? What was that?
I try to forget about it.
We're trying to design it in a way that gives us a little more lead in, a little more time with the mythology and see some of the best characters. Great, so you're going to take all the best bits of the first movie, stretch them out. Yes. Because it worked so well when Peter Jackson tried it with The Hobbit. We're well past the script phase in terms of what we want to accomplish with a feature-length version of what we want, and based on there being more after that. We want to tell the complete story of the Quickening, the Immortals, and all of that. But the overall environment is changing so much. Look what Netflix is doing with TV now. So, could we see Highlander become the next big genre TV series? Possibly. He went on to say, Netflix has a whole new delivery system with features on that coming off differently and letting filmmakers and directors expand out without being crushed by opening weekend box office. So it's a couple different mediums we want to explore, and what's the best way to bring this out? So while Highlander is still one of our favourite movies here, and one we don't want to see remade, everything else after it was dire, but we definitely like the idea of the mythology being expanded. Will they be aliens in this version? Were they in the original? We're not entirely sure, but
I think Netflix would be the best place for them.
see, here's the thing with stuff like Highlander. It doesn't matter where the Immortals come from.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They're just there. Just accept it in face value. I mean, it has one of my all-time favourite Queen songs in it. Who wants to live forever? That was written for that song, for that movie.
So cool.
Like, I love the little love story in it as well, where like he's with his wife, but like the wife keeps getting older and he stays the same age. And,
God, that brings you back.
like, I mean, ultimately, I don't think it matters where these people come from, like what the background is. It's just some people live forever, alright? Shut up about it.
Do you know what they should do?
And they all have to murder each other by chopping each other's heads off and experience a quickening until there's just